Well. President Trump. Um, I won't lie, and I'll admit, Polston. Hey, Polston, if you're listening to this, I was wrong. I was wrong. So there you go. I was sure that Hillary Clinton was going to win, and she didn't. In fact, she got her ass handed to her. Now, she got slightly more of the popular vote, which is weird. 1.1%. Whatever. It is what it is. Again, the media were wrong. Again, their polls were wrong. This will teach the media, like with Brexit, to pick a camp and aggressively campaign for that camp while presenting yourself as some sort of unbiased media source where, respectable journalists can go. So fuck y'all. Straight up. Fuck the New Zealand Herald for a start. You dishonest cunts. You were freaking out last night. You were freaking out. You were freaking out, weren't you? And it was great to watch. Watch you squirm. So that's what you deserve for being such unprofessionals. How about, the press? I heard Barry Soper, I'll name the cunt, journalist from New Zealand, trying to say that Donald Trump's voters rigged the election by misinforming the pollsters. Well, maybe so, but you keep forgetting to mention that no matter what you think of him, no matter how crazy you think he is, that Bernie Sanders was fucked over by the DNC. He was screwed. There is proof of this, and there is proof that he was basically threatened and paid out. But you wanted to go with the woman with the musty vagina who didn't fucking represent woman well at all. If anything, she's not a progressive, she's a regressive person. You talk about someone who caters to the 1%, which is what the media love to say. Oh, Trump's helping the 1%. How about someone who does speeches for those banking sectors in the 1%? People don't want globalization. They don't. That doesn't mean that we're racists, because anyone who was, even if you weren't supporting Trump, if you publicly said, I don't like Hillary Clinton, you were viciously attacked on social media, not in person, because most people who said that stuff to you, you would headbutt them. Most of us would headbutt that person right in the face, as I would expect to be headbutted if I said that shit to people. But the safety of social media, and indeed YouTube, gives people that right. Not trying to be an internet tough guy. I'm just saying how it is. These people viciously attacked. And these are the same people who go, don't judge me. Know me before you judge me. Don't label me. You're a faggot. And not in the derogatory homosexual term, which me and others, and people in the alt-right are trying to change the, definition of the word faggot. I actually originally wanted to start calling terrorists faggots instead of glorifying them in any kind of way. You just say, wow, what a bunch of faggots. No. It's you, the left. You are the faggots, not the real left, the actual rational thinking liberals who actually have respect for everyone's point of view, who respect democracy and, different and varying opinions, that they're all valuable, not just let's try and shove what we think down your throat. And if you disagree with us, you're a sexist, misogynist, homophobic, Islamophobic piece of shit, woman hater. And apparently everyone who voted Trump was a white man. But I digress. I don't want this to be very long. It doesn't need to be. President Trump is your president. Goodbye, Trans-Pacific Partnership. I will be watching very closely on that one. But as right now, that makes me happy because I did not trust what Hillary Clinton was saying, that she was anti the Trans-Pacific Partnership, because it didn't make sense, because she was for it. And when you're for it and you're for it and you're for it, and then suddenly you're against it. Sorry, we don't trust that. Two FBI investigations. The bitch fucking rigged the Democratic primary. Okay? If Bernie Sanders was taking on Donald Trump, you might be saying we've got President Sanders right now. But you idiots on the left just sucked it up like the media told you to, and the fucking so-called experts like Al Gillespie reckons war's more likely now. Well, really, Al Gillespie, how about the Clintons at selling guns through the Saudis to fucking ISIS, cunt? Huh? You don't want to talk about that, do you? Just like you don't want to talk about the fucking rigging of the system against Bernie Sanders. Whatever you think of Sanders, that happened. That happened. Trump came along, a guy who was on the left, a guy who was a liberal, a guy who was on part of the Democratic Party, came along and destroyed the Republican Party. He then moved on and decimated the Democratic Party. Decimated the media, decimated all the experts and political scientists and the people who sit there, the chattering class who want to tell you how to live your lives. The people like that detestable bitch trying to take fucking Brexit to court. How fucking dare you, you bitch, you fucking slut. How dare you try, if you're in pseudo-intellectual fucking attitude to think that you can overthrow a democratic thing like that. You have no respect. This shows you that these people who pretend to be liberals, they're not real liberals. They don't care about women. They don't care about gay people or the rights of those two groups, women and gay people, which only exist in the Western world. Only. We want to have an open border. We want to have open borders while the cost of living goes up for us. While we can't afford to buy fucking houses. The whole reason that there is a refugee crisis is because of our interfering in the Middle East. So that's why I thought it was such a joke when Clinton came out and said, it is appalling that Russia is trying to influence our election. Few things on that. Firstly, if that was true, Obama would have to be addressing that daily because that's an act of war. But you don't back it up. Oh, 11 intelligence agencies. Al Gillespie, I personally believe Mrs. Clinton and the intelligence agencies when they say that, even though they don't provide me with any evidence whatsoever. But you should listen to me because I'm a so-called expert. Fuck all. I love it. I love it. I can't help it. I love it. I hope that Trump isn't a big bad wolf. I hope that Make America Great Again is not change, yes, we can. And you'll know what I mean when I say that. Most people should. Son of a bitch did it. I'll quote Independence Day. The President Whitmore on Independence Day. And that guy flew his plane into the alien ship at the end of the movie. And he's like, hello, boys. I'm back. And the ship started to explode. And the president's like, he did it. The son of a bitch did it. That's exactly what I was thinking last night. So, in closing, I'll be keeping an eye on this shit. But right now, the globalists and their dreams of making everywhere a third world country have come crashing down to the feet. And ha to every celebrity. Make sure my American subscribers, I don't have any subscribers. I don't get any views. I get maybe 50% of my subscriber rate to watch them, which is better than Spaz Phoenix. 6 years on YouTube, can't get 50% views. Anyway, yeah, got a bit sidetracked. I had to laugh at that. God, I just got, I love it. That's it. Thank you. Thank you, America. But be vigilant. Everyone be vigilant. Fuck the anti-Brexit people. Fuck the globalists who don't believe in democracy, who don't believe in freedom of speech, who don't believe in the rights of people. You are anti-religious. I'm not religious. I don't subscribe to any religion, but I'm not offended by it the way some people are offended by Christianity and the values of Christianity. But we have to cater to Islam. When you have Muslims, people, moderate Muslims, real moderate Muslims, who come to over here to where I live and say, don't let Arabs in, man. They're fucking crazy. Yeah, we should just ignore them. They come from a different part of the world where shit is different, where shit goes down different. It is a different world. You cannot let, like, look at Germany and Sweden. Okay, But the reason all that exists is because we keep interfering with Syria and Iraq and Libya. Okay? And all those people are displaced from that region. So fuck Hillary Clinton. You caused that. And you, Mr. Obama. Obama, I just want to go through a few things Obama lied about. Lied about the Patriot Act, lied about Guantanamo Bay and giving people a right to a trial. If you can prove they're terrorists, then prove it through the courts. Show that we're better than them. But you didn't do that. You did that to appeal to the vote. The global warming stuff, while the climate around the planet may be changing and man may or may not have anything to do with that, more than likely is probably contributing to that. I fail to see how a whole lot of people flying around the world, okay, when they're going to come at countries like New Zealand with only 5 million people in it, 4 million, should I say, and tell us that the middle class here, the middle class in Australia, America, the UK, Wales, Scotland, all that, the middle class and the lower class has to pay more taxes. No, fuck off. Just fuck off. Okay? Because there's a bunch of people making a fuckload of money out of it. I'm not done. And the world will not collapse. Come whatever may. But Jesus Christ, how pathetic are the media?